Hello, check, 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 1 2 1 2. Ho, everybody. This is John Hansmeyer, and this is Foo Flicks and Fun. Doot. Anyway, so today I am going to be reviewing the movie Super Mario Brothers, and or as I like to call it, Meh Rio Brothers. So what this is about Mario and Luigi, and they are brothers in Brooklyn, New York, and they are both brothers who are wanting to find their life, and they're both plumbers, and they get themselves a commercial, and they're plumbers, and they really want to succeed in life. And there's one scene in the movie where they're fixing a pipe on this sink, and they get attacked by this cartoony dog and has sharp teeth, and he's attacking Mario and Luigi while he's doing the fixing the pipe, and then the pipe is tightened a little too much, and then a bunch of like cracks leak and stuff, and then it goes and it goes all over the place, and they're just down the dumps, and basically they both ruin the bathroom, and here comes their family kind of judging them, saying, "Hey, you guys should really be have more of a life, and really just be like, you really should just be more like, I don't know, you should just try to be more of a success." And really, to their family, they're failures. And yeah, so basically they really want to help their life to be able to be a better people. So they see there's a sewage problem. There's a lot of flooding happening in Brooklyn. So they go down into the sewers, and they go check out this piping issue, and the thing's rattling and leaking, and they're trying to carry their toolkit, and it's just rattling, and then as the movie goes on, they both like fall to the depths of the sewer, and then they get sucked into this hole, and then pew doo 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 do 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 do. Anyway, so they go into the tunnel, and then here comes Mushroom World, and then like they're kind of going through this teleport, kind of like in the movie Thor, and they're going through this teleportation, and like they're holding hands, and then Luigi goes through another pipe, and then Mario goes through another pipe. Mario is in Toad's World, the Mushroom Kingdom, and Luigi is in Bowser's Castle, and they're separated, and they really want to be together and stuff, but unfortunately through dark circumstances they were able to split off, and that didn't work out so well. So Mario is met up with Toad, and Toad is really an exciting character, and I think he's voiced by Keegan Keel. Anyway, so he like follows him, and he's just like, "Let's go to the Mushroom Kingdom." And then Mario goes with him. He goes to the Mushroom Kingdom, and then he sees how all the mushrooms, how the toads go up the pipes as they go through all these pipes to get to the Mushroom Kingdom. And then here we are introduced Princess Peach, and Princess Peach meets Mario, and he's just like, "Wow, I've never met another human before." And so they go into this adventure, and Bowser is held Luigi captive. Luigi is being held captive by Bowser, and he's just like, "Tell me, where is your brother?" He's like, "I don't know. I mean, the one looks completely like myself." "Yes." And he rips off his mustache. He's just like, "Ah!" Voiced by the awesome Charlie Day. And so yeah, they're on this adventure. They gotta go save Luigi. And a really fun part of the movie is Peach wants to train Mario, and so what they do is they go into that obstacle course, kind of like when you're looking at Mario goes ding ding ding, and then he go through like those dark like things that go in circles, and he has to like jump through, otherwise he dies. And there's a really funny scene where they're doing an obstacle course in the movie, You'll understand when you see it. And Mario in the movie, funnily, does not like mushrooms like at all, and he's forced to like eat these mushrooms every time. And he eats these mushrooms. He's just like, okay, here we go. Eats a mushroom. He gets bigger. He keeps jumping through all these obstacle courses, and then he gets hit. He gets smaller, and then he falls over, and then he has to go through the course over and over and over again. And he's like this close to getting to the flag, and he smacks over. And then his character is he's a character who just doesn't give up as a character. And Peach says, it's good enough. Even though he didn't succeed, she really trusted him, and yeah. And so they go into their adventure, and they go to Bowser's castle, and they go to Donkey Kong's castle, and he has to be able to fight Donkey Kong to get his respect. Mario has to get Donkey Kong's respect, and so there's a duel, kind of like the trailer where he catches Mario by the face and he slaps him and stuff like that, and he's just getting barreled and beaten and just clobbered to death. And then as like he finds this box and actually shrinks him, and just like, oh no, wrong box and he gets the box and he's shrunk, and then he actually hits himself on another box, and then he was the cat character. So Mario realizes he's not able to overpower Donkey Kong, and so he uses his quick skills as a cat, and he's able to maneuver Donkey Kong, and then Donkey Kong's defeated, and then Donkey Kong gets his respect, and so they're off on this adventure, and then they got to be able to find Luigi. And so there's a lot of Easter eggs in this movie. So the next scene is they're on Rainbow Road, and they're like getting followed by Bowser's like minions. And it's really fun because it looks exactly like the video game of Mario Kart. As other friends would say, and other people would say, there's a lot of Easter eggs in this movie. And so they're going on the adventure. They're going on like these rainbow roads. And then what else happens next? They go on the Rainbow Road, and then they find Bowser's castle. And then one of the things that's really funny is Bowser is just in love with Peach. And each one of his minions are saying, yeah, why in the world would a human want to be in love with a massive Bowser, a massive like reptile figure? And then actually, I found out the voice was voiced by Jack Black, and one of his thing he does is peaches, 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 peaches. It's a really funny song, and I think the voice is done very well by Jack Black. And there's a scene in the movie of where earlier in the movie, he destroys the ice castle. And he destroys the ice castle, and there's that really funny scene in the trailer where they're all throwing the snowballs. And he destroys the castle. He is able to get that massive star, that you've seen it before, the star where it goes like massive power, and the star gets like really energized, and the star just like, yeah. So anyway, he brings the star to the Mushroom Kingdom to see Peaches. And then he sees Peaches, and he puts on this really nice outfit. He carries roses, and then he's just like, Peach, I am so in love with you. Will you marry me? And she's like, marry you? Why in the world would I want to marry you? And then in the part of that movie, he uses the star to persuade her, but it doesn't work. So at the end of the movie, they're all in this all-out battle, kind of like that game of where they're able to fight each other. Smash Brothers Brawl. Anyway, so they're in that Smash Brothers Brawl, and they're all in like this massive brawl, and then there's another part of the movie where they're all like sucked up to Brooklyn, and he's able to like defeat. No, they're made to Brooklyn, and there's a part of the movie of where the city's just getting destroyed. And Mario is at his wit's end, and Bowser's just like, haha, you're like a wimp like all the others. and then at the end of the movie, he's Luigi is guarding Bowser from his fire flame with one of those like those shields, kind of like one of those sewer metal circle thingies, and then he's able to maneuver that, and then Mario and Luigi are able to finally use that star, and they use that star to destroy Bowser, and then they keep like going and hitting at him and doing all that other stuff, and then they're able to defeat Bowser. And when they defeat Bowser, they put him in like this little, like they use like the shrink thingy for Bowser, and they use that shrink thingy for Bowser. And then at the very end of the movie, it was really funny. Like there's like a period of where Bowser's like doing his piano solo of the movie, and he's able to do that piano solo, and it's really funny because it shows him doing that song, and then like Toad is just like, hey, you're done now. He's just like, what? It's kind of revenge because one part of the movie, it's really revenge because one part of the movie you see all the characters that also got captured with Luigi, and they're like in these cages. And in the duel, the part of the movie is like their characters have to stop these guys from like going lower and lower to the point where they're going to get burned in a volcano. And at the very end of the movie, they're able to be saved, and he sees his family again, and they defeat them, and yeah, that's the whole movie right there from my recollection. And unfortunately, I give this movie probably a 3 out of 5 stars. And the issue I have with the movie is the lack of story. I thought the characters were fine, but the problem is they weren't able to stick with a story. And spoilers, there actually is going to be a sequel in the end credits. But the problem with the movie is, why didn't they just stick with a few things? Like, I would have liked it just seeing like the Mushroom Kingdom, Bowser's Castle, and the family. And there's already so many things you could explore with that. Like they already have like all the land and the massive land of the Mushroom Kingdom, all these little cool points. You have the family, and you also have Luigi, and you also have the Mushroom Kingdom. And I don't want to sound old school or anything, but I think it would have been better how they did that. How they did it. The Rainbow Road and Donkey Kong. I think they could have saved that for the second movie. And so this movie is fine. It was fun, but I just felt like there were just so many things lacking. I didn't hate the movie, but I didn't love it. But it was an enjoyable ride. So I rate this movie probably a 3 out of 5 stars. That was really fun. I thought it was a cool adventure. And yeah, that's my review. I thought the color and the animation was just absolutely incredible. Would I see this movie again? Yeah, I'd see it again. It's a fun film. Thankfully, it wasn't butchered, and it's going to get over $1 billion. And 58% is respectable. I mean, there's a lot of movies out there where they're supposed to be good and they're just absolute trash. And yeah, I'd say it's a 3 out of 5 stars. I thought them keeping it safe of adding all of the Easter eggs and other stuff was good. Better than the Super Mario Brothers back in the 90s, which is absolute trash. I just really hope they improve in the second movie, of where they just choose less locations and more story. But I thought the characters were fun. I thought the voice acting was good. And that's my review of this movie. Hope you guys have a great day. And remember, food, flicks, and fun. Do-do-do.